and gentlemen, the show is about to start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, Internet. This is the Stack Up, and I am your host, Virgil Stack, and tonight we'll be playing more Tales of Arise, right here on Twitch. And I actually just got up an hour and a half ago, so I'm pretty tired, but we'll power through this, and we'll just get right into the game, I guess.
Time to play the game!
Yeah. Okay. Bring up Steam. No, wrong game. Not that game. This game. There we go.
I want to be.
Okay.
You guys want to rest here?
No, we rested last time. Okay, talk to him. What are you doing standing here? Doing nothing.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
This won't be easy. Don't be such a pessimist.
Take this!
Mega Ray, dance in the wind. Airborne field. My step. Here goes.
Be still!
Pick
up fires!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno! Come one, come all!
If it's in the sky here, this one's mine.
Lightning strike! You're on! Lightning strike! You're on! Dazzle!
Annihilation.
Law! Take! Blow them away!
Lightning
Blow
orb.
away!
Zero
Raise
flame.
you!
Reload.
Elusive deity!
Now.
Take it!
Zero.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis.
Ah.
We can really make weapons with this?
All right. nowhere to run from my heart.
When he slows down, that's our chance!
Freeze Lantern!
Leave the agile ones to me.
Move away!
Now we're not...
Raining Slack!
Take it!
Take this!
One more!
Resonate with the earth!
Raging Cascade! Here I go! It's
Take
over!
this!
Magna Ray! This'll come in handy! Gemini Aqua!
It's time!
Lightning Magna Ray!
No further!
Thunder
Blow
Blade!
away!
Too much to handle?
The everlasting
Dragon
dark.
Swarm!
Negative gate!
Wind Astral
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Water! Gemini
Devastation!
Aqua! Watch and
Take this!
Thunder Field! Mega Ray! Raging
Blew
Cascade!
away!
Tempest!
Raining Slack! Blew away!
Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Raining
Dance in the
Slack!
wind!
Now we're
Dimble!
Ow!
Take this!
Raining Slack!
Hit! Lightning
We did it!
Relay!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more potent.
Cut them apart to your heart's
Blew
content.
away!
Take this!
Annihilation! Hear me! Flamer Shield!
Raining Slack!
Lightning Orb! Raging Cascade!
Can't get out of this!
Spread!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects. What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course,
Crocodile Crusher.
there's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him.
Wow! Look what I just found. I just noticed none of you other Danons have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danon slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renin doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman. And this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danon, while the Renins are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action, much like the Danons in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danons in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! Devastation! Burn it hell!
I'm not so good at airborne targets.
Here I come!
Raging
Blow
cascade!
away!
Flying freaks!
Still!
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. I'll be
Begin! Severing wing!
now!
Devastation!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! A merry distraction.
There's still more to go.
Impressive, Goblin. Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Or so they say. People say that.
I'm ready! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Well then, let's keep moving.
Hey, what do you say we fight?
I have a bad feeling about this.
I never miss!
Raining flash!
Confiscated!
Time to let it rip!
Now you see what I
It's
can
a
do!
healing arts!
Raining flash! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! I shall ensure you survive this! Ignite! Heal! I owe
I
you
got
one!
it! Healing circle!
Your help is
Chisora! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Elvis! Lightning orbs! Lightning again! Lightning blast! There! Far enough! Radiant
Take this!
Sleep now!
Raining flash!
Into the sky!
Blow away!
Raining
Raining flash!
This is it!
Win!
One more time!
Blow away!
Dance in the wind! Arch field!
Negative
Metal
gate!
ray!
Resonate with the earth! Raining slash!
Lightning orb!
I can feel my precision improving.
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah, we used to run up and down.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Confiscate!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Mega ray! Wind accelerator! Dance in the wind! Where are you going? Freak out!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
I'm ready! In an instant! Impact block! We're a pretty lethal combination, aren't we?
What can I say? I had a good partner.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
Now you see what I can do! Elusive deity!
Mega ray! Lightning can let the marksman handle
The
this!
enemy wields arc too.
We'll soon see about that! This one's mine!
Our arcs are being interrupted.
Devastation!
Elusive deity!
We did it!
These little ones
In a
are hardly
bind?
worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
There!
Negative gate!
I'll heal you all! Healing circle!
You're on!
Do it! Johalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around! One more!
Certainly not.
Mega ray!
This is barely target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
Coming through.
Take this! Elusive deity! Devastation!
A debut performance.
Time to let it rip!
Pierce evil!
Raining slash coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Take it!
I'll take you all on! Wind!
Nothing
Prepare to be sealed. Perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
This isn't looking good. I can't move!
I couldn't make it in time.
Beyond! Imbued with vanquish soul!
This arch field!
Not done yet!
Don't mind if I do.
Heal!
Glacial spear.
Raining slash! Take this!
One at a time.
Blow away! Raining slash! Blow away! Elusive deity!
Do it! Thunderblade!
Need a Heil Climber! This one's all mine! Catapult!
Here, let me help.
Ha! Burn in hell!
The everlasting
Thunderblade!
Negative gate!
You're on!
Resonate with the earth! I'm ready! All yours, Kisara! These bad guys really don't mess around.
Hey, new equipment!
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
What's this thing?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Come and face me! Raining flash! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Raining flash!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
In a bind, cut them apart to your heart's content.
Flew away!
Here goes! Now!
Negative gate! Resonate with the earth!
Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate a battle.
I was certain I saw you yawn.
Come now, I'm certainly not that relaxed.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So, Mahag... Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep. Retreat if you know what's good for you!
Damn it!
Primed and ready. Not on my watch. Chronoton
Can you
field.
take it?
Dance in the
Where
wind.
are you going?
Airdrop.
We're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me. Do it!
This one's got your name on it.
Action to action! A merry distraction.
There's still more to go.
Armor won't save you. Take it. I'm only getting
Raining
started.
flash! Flew away!
I'm all stopped up.
Raining flash!
I need to be stronger.
No choice! Raining flash! Flew away! Raining flash! Severing wind!
Let the raging cascade. In here. Brave Lancer. Close one.
Burn!
I'll heal you all. Where are you going?
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Here's a healing
Those are
art.
effective
Come on,
spells.
let's heal
They
you
took a
forever.
lifetime to master.
You know, I'll have to keep training.
You're going pretty hard in this battle.
I am not usually given to restraint.
Sometimes I believe you're stronger than you let on.
Here I go.
Anything in armor is all mine!
Gemini Aqua. Goes
Denied.
flat. Watch it weak.
Flew away! Raining flash!
Swirl.
Severing wind! I'm ready!
Flame. Reload. Raging storm. Hope this works.
Raining flash!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Right, here goes! Flew away! Raining flash!
Tornado drive!
Hear me.
This
Flame
one's
of
all
fury.
mine!
Burning.
Not today!
Tempest Swirl.
Damn it! It's too fast!
Stand
Raining
back.
flash!
I'll trip it up.
Flew away! Raining flash!
Glacial Here. Here's the evil. Get on it.
Elusive deities! Can't move!
I couldn't make it in time.
Dance in the wind. Feel.
In a bind?
Leave the charges to me! Everlasting darkness! Negative gate! Far enough! Catapult!
Now, one more! Lightning condemned! Thunderblade! Now!
The everlasting Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
We should think about eating soon.
Really? Not all that hungry myself.
Don't make me say it again.
Yeah, good idea.
With this, I can be... Come even stronger.
Right, here goes!
On your knees. Anything in armor is all mine!
Hey, that...
Did you just hear me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
I never miss! Lightning condemned!
Blow away!
Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
No further place here!
Raining flash coming through! Ha! Mount! Scarlet Inferno!
Benediction light.
Raging storm!
Blew away! Raining flash! Now I can let loose!
Hey, look! Now see that you don't get in trouble again.
Raining flash!
So that's how a lord fights.
I don't perform as well when I'm
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear you say that.
Arc shield! Not in your dreams!
Everlasting dark.
Ha! Not
Here's
today!
a healing arc!
Negative
I
gate.
can't hold on to...
I'm practically unstoppable.
This'll make... us even more formidable.
Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
That's not for me to say.
Little help!
Far enough.
Blew away! Raining flash!
I can carve through armor.
Raining flash! Blow away!
We're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off
Take
the prize.
this.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Dovaline!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
Certainly not.
This one's mine! I never miss!
Burn in hell!
Mega Ray!
I'm ready.
Lost!
Demon's Descent. Flashing Fang.
I must keep striving.
You can ease off yourself.
Pot calls the kettle black.
Good advice for all of us, to be honest.
No choice!
Lightning condemned!
Raining flash!
Thunderblade! By the power
And
of
win!
God!
Deity! Mirage!
Reload!
Severing wind!
Can you take it? Elusive deity.
Zero! Reload! Tunnel!
Raining flash! Blew away!
Healing circle!
Ready and ready.
Glacial shield! Pierce evil! Raging storm! Tunnel!
Far enough.
shall finish!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
One's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Do they not teach you to say thanks?
Not to a Renin, they don't.
Looks like we won.
I won't forgive you!
Resonate with the earth!
Hit!
Move away! Raining flash! No further! Blow away!
Now, back into the floor!
Blow them away!
Dance in the wind!
Raining flash! Blow away!
Hitting pile driver!
Severing wing! Mirage! Blow away! Dragon swarm!
Sleep now! I'll be baby this time! It's go far! This one's mine!
This one's all mine!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
What's with that shining foe over there?
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! Eat this!
Evil! Not in your dreams!
Raining flash!
Do it!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Certainly not.
Raining flash! Blow away!
Can you take it?
Armor won't save you!
In here!
Severing wing! Mirage! Dragon swarm!
One at a time!
We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
This can't get out of this! You picked the wrong fight!
Banana, let's go!
Raining flash! Blow away!
Dance in the
Raining
wind!
flash!
In here!
Blow away!
Glacial spear! Here's evil! War without freeze-lancer!
Raining flash!
Can you take it?
Blow
Quit
away!
staring and concentrate on the fight.
I don't take orders from you.
I'm pretty lucky.
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renin cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me. But my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
What's that big tower over there?
I hate camping out.
impressed how well balanced this thing is.
I find the sounds of the night to be rather comforting.
Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way. We'd best get ready for tomorrow. Shall we get moving?
Guess I misread the landing. Not this way, I guess. Not this way, I guess. Not this way, I guess.
What's with that shining foe over there?
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Severing Wind!
I'm all stuffed up.
I can carve through on your... Flying freeze! Why can't they just sit still? Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
You picked the wrong
You are
fight.
impossible.
Soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Searing Blade!
Your blade moves like silk. I just let my instincts take over. How fascinating.
Primed and ready! Mega Ray! This one's mine!
Wind! Can you take
Now,
it?
Glacial Spear! Here's Astral Energy! Full throttle!
I can feel my precision improving.
Guess I misread the landing. Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially... I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Saar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already! I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me? Why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life. What the... That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you? You're on! Eternal devastation! It's on! You picked the wrong fight! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
Raining flash!
Shattering.
Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy is not normal.
Speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Astral energy.
Here, let me help.
You're helping me as become a pattern.
It's for the good of all of us.
Art expert coming through.
I couldn't make it in time.
Primed and ready. Where are you going?
Seeing me. From beyond,
Glacial spear.
imbue this vanquished soul with life.
Denied. Lunar blaster blade.
Die.
Ready, done! Blow away!
To everlasting darkness. Negative
Let me help.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time.
Bye, Sephiroth.
Shion, wake up, please.
Alphen?
Shion.
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Dahnan astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Niez, the capital of Mahag Saar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest. Hey.
Alright, I'm gonna take a quick search break. We'll be back to the game in just a minute. So I will be right back. Stagger Row back here in the booth at Stack Up Stadium. Here comes the leader of Avalanche, Barrett Wallace, set for action here at Stack Up Wrestling against Mike American. Barrett cannot be happy about the recent emergence of Sephiroth here in Stack Up Wrestling. He took out his comrade Cloud with the greatest of ease. Now Cloud's out of action for a while. But you know Barrett and Avalanche are looking to avenge that loss very soon. The big man starts off with a drop kick. What agility is shown by Barrett. Just drops Mike American face first to the canvas. A pair of knee drops. Mr. American is in trouble in the early going. Off the ropes. Big clothesline. Barrett is showing Sephiroth exactly what he's in for if he continues to mess with Avalanche. He's just laying waste to his opponent here tonight. This is the drop kick. Waist lock, but Barrett escapes. Now pounding away in the chest, repeatedly. And a punch to the head with that prosthetic arm for good measure. Nice German suplex. And again, the big man pounding in the chest of Mike American. And down he goes. Barrett is firmly in control here in this match. Not going out after him. He can't win this match on the floor. Barrett is not the type of man to take a cheap count-out victory. Another big clothesline. Belly-to-belly suplex plants the American one. Oh, and big lariat out of the hammerlock. That's gotta be it. And Barrett wins it here at Stack Up Wrestling.
Here is your winner, Barrett Wallace.
The game!
Okay. Back and ready to go.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Oh,
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan Astral Arts?
Perhaps. But the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings, it said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Maybe something's going on in the forest.
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Dahnan leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix. Not this way, I guess.
So you're Alphen, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
What, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah. The lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quietly.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Dahnans in this realm, is it not? If so,
Shut your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Dahnans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Oh. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
to my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you knew that. Maybe it's 'cause you and that little lady are friends and more.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danon's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Wings!
Yeah! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Hey, wait up! Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Beifon? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Xion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renans as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renans. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
I get the feeling Deadeye's signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a rooster rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danons we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niez, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan Lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niez is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell!
Yeah, I think so too. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed. Music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind. Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
What's wrong? All right.
What the?
Hey.
Yeah!
Good.
All right!
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little compassion can make all the difference.
Oh, yeah? Right.
Hey! Yeah!
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shionne. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
Got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Hootle, don't get blown away, okay?
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed. Mahag Saar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible. But I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point, they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Right, here goes! Shattering the pieces! Attack time!
Gemini Aqua!
Armor won't save you!
Annihilation!
Resonate with you!
Tempest
Wind!
Blast! These ones can run rings around us!
Mirage!
Tearing flame
Blow
of
away!
fury! Burning
This one's all
lightning
yours!
orb! Piercing
Ignite!
photon!
I'm ready!
Raging Dohalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around! Searing flame!
Certainly not.
Burning Raging Cascade! Piercing
Raging Flash!
Here! Air thrust! Well, looky here!
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the Guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this... An opponent like this should be easy.
Not in your dreams!
Elusive deity!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
This one's mine!
We've got flyers!
I've got it! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Resonate with the earth!
Stalagmite! Blow away!
Lightning to
Raining
death!
slack!
Thunderblade! Too much to handle? It's over! Whoa! One at a time!
Raining slack!
Resonate with the earth!
Stalagmite! Raging cascade!
Ignite!
Here's a healing art! Sleep now!
In a bind?
First aid!
I owe you one.
Let's get you all tucked away!
I'm ready!
It's over! Astral energy! Full throttle! Go! This is barely target practice. Then why bother fighting them? Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
I feel like somebody's watching us. Oh?
Yes! Very nice.
Is that so? You don't say.
How?
I see.
Hey! Sure.
Nice work.
Oh?
Very nice.
Well?
Yes! What?
What?
I don't believe this!
All right?
No.
Sure.
Really now?
Yes! What?
What?
Very nice. Yes!
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
Isn't that what we were asked to find?
Hi, Hoodle! Sighted. I'm only getting started! Raging cascade! Catapult! They're surrounding us! Sighted. It's over!
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Searing flame!
Flying free!
Our next work can be true!
Still! Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Hear me!
Blow away!
Easy and snaring to me.
Yeah! And the pummeling to me! Eternal devastation!
Annihilation! Raging Cascade! Spread! Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me. Reload! I'll heal you all!
Your blade moves like silk. I just let my instincts take over. How fascinating.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate a battle.
I was certain I saw you yawn.
Come now, I'm certainly not that relaxed.
Hey, didn't we find a recipe that...
Yeah, we can use this for it.
Retreat if you know what's good for you. Take this!
Flame! Hear me! Flame of Fury!
You never see what I can do!
I'll face
Glacial
you!
Spear!
Can't
Here's
get out
evil!
of this!
Freeze Lancer! Ready!
Resonate with the earth!
Not on my watch!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Talking more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Mega Ray! Field! I'm all stocked up! This will come in handy!
We did it!
I'm ready!
Elusive deity! Eat dirt! I'm taking
In here.
File Timer!
More tough field!
This one's mine!
Elusive deity!
By the power of water!
Too fast!
Stand back! I'll trip it up.
Here goes!
On your... Raining slash!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Damn it! No choice! Raining slash!
By the power of water! Lightning orb!
Raining
Lightning! 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 Strike!
Denied!
Who's next? Mega Ray!
I can carve
Pesky
through
airborne
armor!
scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Raining slash! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Raining slash!
Into
Flew away!
everlasting darkness.
Raining slash!
Negative gate! Everyone hanging in there? You guys want to rest here?
I think Hootle senses something.
Why didn't the Renans take advantage of all...
Gotta break through! Raining slash! Damn it! Flew away!
Confiscated! Annihilation!
Raining slash!
Downfall! This one's mine!
Burn in hell!
Thunder Field! This one's mine! Light Axe Raging
We did
Cascade!
it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more...
Light Axe Energy! There with that way!
Eternal devastation!
Take this! The will!
Elusive
Get out
deity!
of there with the others! Blah, 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 that's
I'll face you.
In here! Get out of there! Power of
Raining flash! Resonate with the earth! Flew away! Stalagmite!
Lightning orb!
So I still had room to grow.
Come and face me!
Lightning defense!
Flew away!
Thunder blade!
Rain flash! Flew away!
Here comes!
You picked the wrong fight!
Reload!
Begin!
Air thrust! Sight!
We got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Here goes!
Flew away!
By the power of war! Confiscated!
I'll thank you!
Where are you going? Who
Elusive
wants to
deity!
die next?
Rotating
Wind
pile
astral energy!
Severing wind!
Dance in the
Come
wind!
on!
Air thrust!
Shattering the pieces!
Attack time!
Flew away!
Top field! Ready to go! Magna
I thought you were going to wreck the place.
I'm not nearly finished yet.
Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
No complaints from me.
Right, here goes!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
Denied!
Field! Counter spear!
Raining flash!
Thunder field!
Flew away! It can hide itself? Amazing!
Magna
I'll
Field!
smash you!
Here's a
Flew
healing
away!
orb! Dance in the
Raining
rain!
flash! This one's all mine! Not today!
I think I'm coming down to something great.
A chronic inability to read the room?
A malady your art cannot fix.
Raining flash!
I feel better.
Resonate with
Here's
you!
a healing arc!
You're on!
Sleep now!
You're on!
This is coming, baby!
Flew away! Can't move!
I couldn't make it in time.
Freeze laser! Wind astral energy! Raging cascade! Sleep now!
Art is being interrupted.
Here's a healing arc! Our magic advance!
Flew away! Raining flash!
Glacial spear!
Ready
Here's
and
the
win.
evo!
Resonate with the earth!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
This isn't
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Steel force! You won't get away with that! Lunar
Eternal
corruption!
devastation! Crush!
Tempest forward! Hellspin! Tunnel! Here's a healing arc! In here!
Okay, here I go!
Get on in there with the others! Flame! Reload!
Raining
Steel
flash!
force! Recover!
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Smash you!
Here! I'll bring you back from the depths of
No
this.
further! Raining
If it's
flash!
in the sky,
Any more
it's
of this and I'll
mine.
burn out! Can you take it?
This one's mine.
Elusive deity! Time to let it
Been
rip!
smart.
Rotating fire!
Dance in the wind!
Raining flash! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Elusive deity! Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone! They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
Wonder just how many people have been saved by Xion in some form. I'm impressed.
There's rumors flying around about people being saved by a Renin vision of beauty.
Vision of beauty? That's a bit much.
Alphen had better stay on his toes.
Is there a reason you're looking at me so...
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renin and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renins and Danins alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renins are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
Looks perfect and tastes just...
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Hootle lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah. More than okay, really. It feels natural having Hootle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Huh. I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Xion is the big sister. And Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hootle took the little brother role, and Law's definitely not the dad. This is hard. Oh! Law can be the pet dog!
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do! If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hootle for a bit. Hootle, let me know if you sense anything.
Am I imagining things? Or are there a lot of big Zoogles in this area?
No, I noticed that too. There's plenty of food and water to go around here. For a Zoogle, this just might be paradise.
Great, that's exactly what I wanted to hear.
I'm going to take another stretch break, so I will be right back. Dagger Mo here at Stack Up Stadium as we get ready for a ladies match here at Stack Up Wrestling.
And standing 7 feet tall,
Swabella, the epitome of arrogance and vanity in professional wrestling and in modeling. As you see her with that selfie stick. She does like to pose for the camera. So tonight, she'll be faced with Polly J-Brone here at Stack Up Wrestling. And of course, beginning on March 7th, on Tuesday night's main event, she'll be a part of the quarterfinals of the Queen of Cosplay tournament as she faces Sweetheart Alley. She's looking to get ready for that match here tonight. We're ready to get the action underway here at Stack Up Wrestling. Swabella against Polly J-Brone. Bella coming out aggressive with a drop kick. A kick to the back. Polly didn't know it hit her. Now going to work on the leg. Going to take out those wheels. Over the top rope goes Polly. And Enziguri sends her to the floor. And Bella going up top. With her size, her greatest asset is her speed and agility and that high-flying offense. She's looking to put it on display here tonight. Polly slowly making her way to her feet. Bella flies down with an arm drag. She's taking it to this young competitor here at Stack Up Stadium. Back in the ring she goes. What does Bella have in mind now? Springboard into a frog splash. Very impressive. And plants her with the sunset bomb. Into the corner goes Polly. Bella with a vicious kick to the ribs. And a standing moonsault. Another springboard into a kick. And down goes Polly J-Brone. Nice cartwheel into a knee strike. Bella would be looking to finish her off. No, Polly fighting back. Giving it her all, trying to make a name for herself against Swabella. Nice bridge, but Bella was in the ropes. Bella coming back with some vicious strikes. That just made her angry. And a double knee gutbuster. A kick to the head from Polly. But Bella takes her over with a Hurricane Rana. She's going up top again. 630 splash. That should be all. And Swabella wins it. We'll see her on March 7th as she takes on Sweetheart Alley in the quarterfinals of the Queen of Cosplay tournament. Okay.
Let's see what you've got.
Lightning
Everlasting dark. Negative gate. Resonate with the earth.
Careful! He has some kind of camouflage! Annihilation!
Win! Mirage!
Heal.
Okay, here I go.
One more! Mega Ray! In here! Lunar corruption!
Eternal devastation! Time to let it rip! Eternal devastation! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Benediction light.
Piston!
Heal.
I owe you one.
Healing circle! Big whirl!
Our art's being interrupted.
One at a time!
Not today!
Puddle! Photon blast! Let the
Blow away!
swordsman handle this!
Rain flash!
Heal.
Sighted!
Blow away!
Lightning
Raining
raging
flash!
cascade!
Take this.
Mega Ray!
Blow away!
Burn! Into the wind!
Raining flash!
In here!
Blow away!
This is good! Here, let me help! First aid!
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara! Into the shadow! Raging storm!
Raining flash!
Here, let
Blow
me help!
away!
First
Devastation!
aid! Art expert coming through! Confiscated!
Not
Raging
today!
storm!
Anything in armor is all mine.
Here's a healing arm!
Can't end here!
Forgive me.
Raging cascade! Mega Ray! Spread! Dance in the wind!
Imbue
Sleep
this
now.
vanquished soul with
Here
love
I go!
resuscitation.
It's over! Here goes!
Not done yet!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Raining flash!
Thunderblade!
Blow away!
There! And cover the capture! This one's mine!
Catapult. Benediction light.
Chinese supernova! Failure's not an option! You can't get away with that! Into the shadows! Let's get you all tucked away!
Can't get out of this.
Mega Ray!
Blow away!
Annihilation!
Raining flash!
Mega Ray!
Benediction
Blow away!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Lightning
Benediction
Lord!
light.
Do it!
Raining
Banana,
flash!
let's go!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I think I'm getting stronger. I won't forgive you!
Shattering of pieces. Attack time. Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
Armor won't
save you.
I can only rely on myself.
Raining flash! Blow away! Raining
Pile driver. Tornado drive.
Raining flash!
I'll heal
Hurrah!
you!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll grind you into dust.
Raining flash!
Healing circle!
Blow away!
If it's in the
You're
sky,
helping me
it's
become a
mine!
pattern.
It's for the good of all of us.
Is it now?
Searing flare!
Raining flash!
Flame of fury!
I'll grind you into dust.
Here's the
In
evil!
a bind.
Photon Freeze Lancer!
Resonate with the earth.
Ha! Ignite!
Our arts are being interrupted.
Searing flare!
Raining flash!
Elusive
Blow
deity.
away!
Nothing can pile driver. Far enough. Take this.
Light acid from the
Elusive
wind!
deity.
Blow away!
Pile driver.
Can't move! Stone does what
couldn't
this
make
seemed
it in
to
time.
do! Steel Reload! I'm out! Back into the fray! Raging
Elusive
Cascade!
deity.
I'll take it from here! Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Confiscated!
That's mine! On your
And here!
air
I'll be
pressure!
saving this one!
Further.
No more playing nice! Graviton field! Back into the fray! If it's in the sky, it's mine! Thunderblade! One more time! Lightning! Downpour! In the wind! In here! More for the stockpile! This can't be happening!
Ready to go!
Sealed!
This should do it!
Failure's not an option! I'm... sorry.
Stay away from my friend! Blow away! Raining slash! Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Hey, anyone else think this might be a touch too dangerous?
Ridwell's right. We should fall back to regroup and try again later.
There are still so many...
This looks perfect. Guarantee.
Make sure to get some good rest. Well, off we go.
No choice!
Denied! Pierce evil! Thunderblade!
Raining slash!
Blazer!
Blow away!
I can ensure you survive this.
Thunderblade!
Blow away!
Can you take it? Take this!
Raining slash!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart for your heart control. This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
This will be a delicious piece of cake! They're surrounding us!
Carve through armor! It's time! Blow away!
Here I go! Raging cascade!
Benediction light.
Field!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling. Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
Resonate with the earth.
Not in your dreams! Searing
In a bind.
Reload!
Raining
Leave them to me! Supernova!
This calls for a celebratory drink.
Who? 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 Hoo, 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 hoo. Hoo, 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 hoo. Hoo, 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 hoo.
Mahag Sar, a land where the winds scar and the clouds stretch far.
Kisara? What is he doing?
Reciting a poem, apparently. Just let him be.
Coming through!
I never miss!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Lightning! Wind Astral Energy! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Light Astral Energy! Dance in the wind! There! Feel this! Far enough! Get on in there with you!
Benediction light.
Raging Astral!
Take it off! Prepare to be sealed. Lightly careful. Actually, that sound is not appropriate.
Let's lock in more energy! Lightning! Raging Cascade!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more power.
Cut them apart to your heart. I can feel my precision improving.
Hoo, 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 hoo. Hoo, 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 hoo. Hoo, 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 hoo. Hoo, 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 hoo.
This will be a delicious piece of cake!
Resonate with the earth! Ready to
fly!
Stardust! This one's all mine! Burn in hell!
Raging Cascade!
Okay, here I go!
Sleep now!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed wall.
Thanks for the concern.
Simple repayment for a favor owed.
I don't grant favors, and I don't accept them either.
In a bind?
I'll
face you! Time to let it
I
rip!
can't feel anything!
Stay away from my friend! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
It's on!
Resuscitation!
Here, let me help.
Burning slash!
First aid!
Smart.
You picked the wrong fight!
Wind Astral
I'll
Energy!
face you! Burning slash!
Radiant Pierce!
Will this
Burning slash! Is this it?
Healing Circle!
From beyond,
Photon
imbue this vanquished
Back into
soul
the
with
fray.
my resuscitation!
Let's get into
I'm not done yet!
I'm here!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for.
I'll end it with my own
Good!
hand!
I'll leave it to you! Shivering wind!
Take that! One last one! Dance in the wind! Seal!
I feel kind of funny.
Yeah! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
Benediction light.
Corruption! I can't heal you forever!
Now you see what I can do!
Art Shield! Don't mind if I do!
Astral Arch?
Here's a that's my cue!
Shut him down!
This one's mine! Here goes!
In a bind, blew away!
One more!
Resonate with the earth! Ignite! Stalagmite! Seismic rupture!
Here I go!
I'm ready! River!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back. I sense a strange power from this.
Man, I'm famished.
Hoo, 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 hoo. 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 Hoo, 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 hoo.
Coming through.
Raining Flash!
Can you take it?
Thunder Field!
Raging
Leap now! Power! You got lightning! Flame of fury!
Thank you!
Photon Flash!
Raining Flash!
Let's go!
On your knees!
They're all coming after me! Leave the enemy arms to me!
Too fast!
Stand back.
You can play here! I can carve through the...
Forgive me.
Raging
my
Storm!
fault.
Alright! It's Delta Corruption! Light Astral Energy! Power of water! Mega Ray! That's out!
On your knees!
This one's mine! Where are you going?
Air pressure! In a bind?
Dance in the wind! Aqua! Do it! Take care of
Law! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life! On your knees!
How's this? Mega Ray!
Air pressure!
We may be a touch beyond our depth.
We barely got a look at the thing.
Hoo, 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 Who? Who? Who?
Maybe something's going on in the forest. I think it's safe to rest here now.
I wonder if something happened.
Well... I see.
Oh. Just great.
Excuse me!
Good.
That's some cryptic text, all right.
It could mean anything. Can't we just look around the area for clues or something?
Hey, maybe these are supposed to be different locations?
Oh, now you're into this too, huh?
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Yeah!
you guys checked your equipment lately?
This is a true masterpiece, no less than culinary art.
Hey, you're pretty good at cooking, Dohalim.
That's for sure, and rather surprising. I never thought a Renin Lord would know how to fix anything on their own.
You flatter me. This dish is nothing special.
I don't know. I'd say this was pretty good.
Yeah. If we ever get back to Calaglia, I'd love the chance to share this with everybody.
All I did was simply cut some ingredients and let them simmer inside the pot. Most anyone could prepare this recipe.
That's simple, huh? Just throw them in and simmer?
You might be misleading him a bit, making it sound so easy.
I'm certainly not exaggerating it.
If all it takes is putting ingredients in water, I can handle that. I'll have to try it soon.
Huh? I think it might be better if you didn't, Alphen.
Why not?
And if he did, you'd be obligated to eat it.
Don't worry. I'll heal you afterwards.
I don't know whether to feel more sorry for Alphen when nobody believes in him, or myself knowing what's in store for me once I eat his concoction.
Okay, off we go.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Wind! Mirage! Begin!
Move on their field! Dance with the wind! Air thrust! They're surrounding us!
Anything in armor is all mine! Begin! Elusive deity! Armor won't save you! Rotating pile driver! Far enough! This one's all mine! Raining flash! Blew away! Begin! Elusive deity! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Elusive deity! You picked the wrong fight! Rotating pile driver! Raining flash! Blew away! Raining flash!
Can't get out of this!
I'll be saving this one!
We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Let's talk more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Lightning condemned!
Blew away! Raining flash!
I'm all stopped up!
Blew
Annihilation!
away! Raining flash!
Looks like it could be worth something.
I shall ensure you survive this.
Radiant rare! Radiant heal!
Negative shake! Raining flash!
Lightning! Photon flip!
Now you see what I can
I'm
do!
all stopped up! Banana, let's go! Annihilation!
Raining flash!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Mirage! It's on! Great! Next!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content. Whoa! Quit staring and
I don't take orders from you.
Don't get careless.
I'll take you all off!
Ready!
Raining flash! Blew away!
Take this!
Lunar corruption!
Raining flash! Elusive deity!
Wind astral energy!
Covering wind!
It's showtime!
You've got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman
The
handle
enemy wields arts too.
All
We'll soon
yours!
see about that!
Raining flash!
Dance to the wind! In here! I never miss! Let's get you all tucked away!
Not today! Can you take it?
Lightning orb! Now!
Lightning flash! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
To achieve such harmony.
Takes a singular will.
I hate camping out.
This place gives me the creeps. You really think that Lord is hiding out here?
Be careful. The air is dense with astral energy. Something's not quite right about this place.
How are you able to pick up on all this stuff anyway? Is it something that all astral arts wielders can do?
I must admit, I'm curious myself. Perhaps her Dahnan bloodline has something to do with it.
Dohalim.
Apologies. I meant no disrespect.
Stay alert, everyone. There's a good chance that she already knows we're here.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Finally, some open space again.
Like this should be easy. I can carve through armor!
Is that a healing art?
It is. I can't ignore your pain. I'll try to be more careful.
Ready? Thank you! Blew away!
Light astral energy!
Got fire!
I've got it! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Lightning condemned!
Raining flash! Come one, come all!
Leave the enemy's arms to me! Here's the evil!
No complaints here!
Freeze in the wind! Air thrust! Photon!
Now we're not-
Do it! Lightning condemned! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
I think Hootle senses something.
I see plenty of ruins around here, too. It must have been a big town bustling with people back in the day.
For Crown Contest participants, places such as these are but vectors for the astral energy they pursue. Similar to that windmill, for instance.
An opponent like this should be easy. You picked the wrong fight.
Can you take it? Raging storm! I never miss! Swallow flight!
No further. Blew away.
Photon flash!
Ready? Look, shattering.
Healing!
Attack time.
Do it!
Next.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart, you.
Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet and the true power of the blazing sword.
It's only as strong as the one who wields it.
You truly mean that? Thank you.
Hi, Hootle!
Far enough! I shall ensure you survive this. Blew away! Win!
I'll heal you all!
Crush!
Here goes!
We got flyers!
I got this! Let a marksman handle it! Hey,
All yours!
see that you don't get in trouble again.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Raining Slash! Crush! Take this! Can't get out of this! Raining Slash!
Dance in the wind! In
Can you
here!
take it? Raining
Let's get you all
Slash!
tucked away!
Rotating Pile Driver! Flew away!
Spread!
This could be useful.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Guess I misread the landing.
Gotta break through! I can carve through armor!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Flew away!
I never miss!
Raining Slash! Flew away! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
I'm all stuffed up!
Raining Slash! Burn! Elusive Deity! Raining Slash!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Go no further!
Resonant Radio!
Hit!
Severing Wind! Devastation!
Dance in the wind! Fury! Feel!
Flew away!
Let's get you all tucked away!
Damn it!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you truly!
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
Flew away!
Elusive Deity!
Raining Slash!
Shattering
Pieces!
Now! I'm only getting
Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Certainly not.
Raining Slash!
This one's mine!
You picked the
Where
wrong
are you
fight!
going? I think I'm getting stronger.
Let's see what you've got.
Armor won't save you!
Radiant Pierce!
Leave the charges to me!
Far enough! Mega Ray!
Blew away!
Whoa, they're hiding thick as armor!
We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart for your heart's
Easily be
content.
fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
No armor can stop me!
Remind me.
Coming through! Ha! Mount! Scarlet Inferno!
Glacial Spear! Pierce Evo!
Blew away!
Lightning Blade! Freeze Lantern!
So I still had room to grow.
You guys want to rest here?
I think it's safe to rest here now.
I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zeugles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them.
The Vermilion vegetation certainly gives this realm a distinct, if somber, ambiance.
Seems...
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances, and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Dahnan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dahna, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Dahnan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Looks perfect and...
I'll see you again tomorrow. All right, guys. Ready to go?
I think that's where we'll stop for tonight. And find somebody to raid.